Hello again, Struck. You are watching another one of my Borderlands 3 pre-launch build videos, and this one is for FL4K, the Beastmaster. This build is heavily on the Hunter skill tree side. It includes an increased number of the Rakks that FL4K is using, which makes them 4 from the default 2. It also uses the ability to heal FL4K for certain percent of HP when the Rakks attack an enemy with the attack command. It's also using Megavore that allows us to do crit hit chance with 20% regardless of which part of the enemy we hit. It's increasing the effect and duration of the hunter skills, so I'm investing in some of the hunter skills, and we're using the Spiderant Countess for health regeneration and damage reduction for FL4K as the pet of choice. It can also do corrosive damage, so it is a good pet that can help you against some armored enemies. Now let's just go further into the depth of what the build is all about. So this FL4K build is about the hunter tree. It's not your typical crit build that most people would be going for. I have something that's probably more similar to what more people would be aiming when going for a crit build, and this will be coming out later today as well. So let's go through the skills. First I decided to get Rakk attack. Then with Rakk attack we decide to get Falconer's Feast. So when FL4K's Rakk damage an enemy, a portion of FL4K's health is restored, which is 7% of the max health. Then we have FL4K sends forward additional Rakk, which is 2 more for a total of 4. So let's go ahead and check some of the skills I've picked. A Hunter Kill skill. Whenever FL4K kills an enemy, they gain increased reload speed. This bonus is increased if FL4K scores a critical kill. Perfect for the build. Then when FL4K scores a critical hit, there is a chance for 1 ammo to be added to their magazine. 36% chance to add ammo, 3 out of 3 points. Then 5 points are in Interplanetary Stalker. Whenever a FL4K kills an enemy, they gain a stack of Interplanetary Stalker. For each stack of Interplanetary Stalker, they gain a bonus to all damage dealt. Additionally, they gain a unique stacking bonus depending on the type of enemy killed. Each unique bonus can stack up to 3 times. Each stack decays after a short time. You can see 10% damage per stack, and then action skill damage per stack versus humans, versus robots is corrosive, and versus beasts it's movement speed per stack. Now, whenever FL4K scores a critical hit, there is a chance their action skill cooldown is reduced. I maxed this one out. 30% chance for -2 seconds. Then we have weapon handling and crit hit damage are increased while there are no enemies nearby. So if the pet is doing the taunting, this should be fine. If you're far away, this should be fine as well. For Two Fang, I've only put 1 point because I wanted to put the points into different places, into different trees as well. But if you don't want to put that many points into the other skill trees, maybe you can max this one out. FL4K has a chance to fire an extra projectile per shot. So as a 1 pointer it's only 5%, it won't be much, but I just needed the point place there. So Hunter Kill skill, whenever FL4K kills a badass, or stronger enemy, they gain increased critical hit damage, gun damage, and handling for a long time. Additionally, they receive a cash reward from the Intergalactic Bureau of Bounty Hunting. I have no idea what the cash reward would be, but I assume depending on the monster level it will differ. Good gun damage, good crit hit damage, handling, and it's 120 seconds duration, which is quite a lot. Then you have this extra duration of 100%, that means it's gonna be 240% duration. So basically this will be up all the time, unless you kind of don't meet badasses. But sure, that's 2 minutes. With this, it's 4 minutes. For 4 minutes, if you don't encounter a badass, so be it, you'll be losing this bonus, but if you do, then it's gonna be quite nice. Then we have FL4K's Hunter skills become more effective as I said, 30% effectiveness, 100% duration. Then critical hit damage and enemies are less likely to attack them. 15% damage right off the bat. Then we have Megavore. FL4K gains a chance to score a critical hit with weapons against any part of enemies. So it doesn't matter where you're shooting, you would be critting. Here we have the Spiderant Countess. It will cause FL4K to constantly regenerate health and gain damage reduction. 5% damage reduction, 1% of max HP per second, regardless of how much HP you've got. When FL4K issues an attack command, the Countess will burrow underground and then emerge, dealing corrosive damage. So that would be very nice, having some corrosive damage in the mix for when you are encountering armored enemies. Although at the early game you might have some difficulties because shock is what you need. There will be a lot of shielded enemies. Here I decide to take some extra pet damage, but maybe you would decide to max this one out and maybe just spend 1 point here, 1 point here, or 2 points here, or 2 points here. It's not a bad choice to go for maxing out this one, especially since it will give you action skill duration. Fortunately, the action skill does not have duration, as I've noticed. Maybe it just doesn't say it, but it just has cooldown and damage, not a duration. It's basically you're summoning a Rakk and it does a dive bomb and then it disappears. So I decided not to go for this one, but if you need the gun damage, go for it. Then there's Frenzy. I put 3 points, but if you don't need it, you can put some points here for extra HP regen. And yeah, it's not a bad choice. Here I decide to go for Furious Attack, another Hunter skill. It says Hunter skill here, but it's kind of misleading for big game because big game says Hunter skills, and this supposedly is what Hunter skills are. It says Hunter at the bottom, so orange skills are supposedly Hunter skills, but maybe just boost skills that say Hunter kill skill or Hunter skill. So whichever the choice is, whether this benefits from the bonus of big game or not, it is still supposedly a Hunter skill. So it's nice, it gives us some extra bonuses, handling gun damage and 10 stacks. Then I've decided to take Eager to Impress. It is a kill skill, not a hunter skill, but just a kill skill. Whenever FL4K kills an enemy, action skill cooldown time is reduced. Very nice. And whenever the pet kills an enemy, action skill cooldown time is also reduced even more, together with the attack command being refreshed. So I do enjoy this, it's very nice, especially when you're using the Rakks and you want to be using them quite often, and when you're using that corrosive pet command. So this is for this skill tree. I will be uploading later today a couple more builds for FL4K so you can have some options to choose from. Thanks for watching this video, folks. If you have enjoyed it, you can let me know by hitting that button if you want to help my channel grow, and also if you want to be notified whenever I upload videos, guides, etc. for Borderlands 3 or some other water shooters or isometric shooters such as ARPGs. Feel free to hit that subscribe button as well. I will also be playing the game once it launches on the 30th of September, so keep in mind you would be able to catch me streaming it live when the time comes. In the meantime, I will be uploading build videos for pre-launch setups so that people who need it can actually start with some already made up build and follow it if they want to. Thanks again for watching the video, folks. Remember to keep it cool, and until next time.